All right, let's make sure everything's going all fine and dandy. PSy Tai podcast. Woo, 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 woo. Let's go over on this tab. Da da ba do 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 ba ba da da da. All right, says we are connected, all fine and dandy. Welcome to the PSy Tai podcast. PSy Tai podcast. Let me get the chat up. Chat up. You found your way here, so you must be feeling very fine today. If not, this if your first time here, just tainow, a place where we combine our mind with our heart. See what our gut mind is saying. Connect all those three circles and let whatever come out, come on out. Come on out. Let me add this here, add in the chat. This is a cool place where you can come and share your art, share your stories, come and just share whatever. Whatever has some fun and feels as though it's significant, tied to the scenario, add to the conversation, set of the conversation, we can be all dandy. Bang, bang, bang. All right, so let's get this up here. Usually disappears. This might pop in. So yeah, holidays, psychedelics. I'm gonna share this page. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. I know it's been a while since I've been on here. Had some hard drive fucking issues where I lost a lot of art. So hopefully in the future we can be able to recover that. But we're gonna keep on moving on. Let me put live with it. We're gonna keep moving on and keep creating, because everything is but a memory. And the greatest of arts we not even looking at anymore. We looking at the relics of it. So things move on, time passes. Let me put this right here. Everyone, live with it. Cool. It's the holiday season, which means people buying a bunch of gifts. People run into a lot of family matters. People run into emotions. You know, it's Sag season. The sun is in Sagittarius. It's a lot going on. Shout out to all my Sages out there. Sun signs, moon signs, whatever it may be. There's a lot of topics I want to bring up. Let the room fill up. Let it send notifications. And I got, hold on. Here we go. Make sure y'all light one up. Got the incense going. I just do vape too. Trippy life. Got a lot of shit. Some space nerd edibles.
It's a world gone mad.
The art that you see in the back right, there we go. All right. Discord link is there. Everything seems to be working fine. Okay. Happy. Yeah, I'll bring that back on. They jump in. But yeah, so it's holiday season. They got my shopping out the way already. Shopping out the way. You know, coming to all different types and flavors. I grew up having to get presents just from strangers and going to different programs and stuff like that. Now I'm able to buy presents and get them for my daughter and stuff like that. The turn up is real and it feels very awesome to be alive around this time and not completely feel like the Grinch, but but still had that balance factor going on where I just created something all of myself, as well as the family, I suppose. We had some fun and going to enjoy the holidays, getting the music going on and everything, and using this energy for the benefit, instead of being, like I said, the despair or being the Grinch, like, why is this going on anyway? Everybody just flipped it around. But we are going to tie on that. We are going to tie on the flip arounds that happens during a lot of times during these seasons. This time where humans experience changes in weather patterns. The harvest season is over. Got a lot to give out. Got a lot of cool things to do around this time. And history supports a lot of people creating a bunch of holidays to go off of it too. You know what I'm trying to say, to go exactly with the day. And then there's other ones that just changed up what happened in other stories that people were saying, and then they said, hey, well, we just made this up, this is how we feel about this day, like how we do now. Soon it's gonna have a different name. Or a different connotation to it. To what we mean by the holiday season, by Christmas, by Kwanzaa, by Hanukkah, all of these things. Probably not Hanukkah. They've been celebrating that the same way for thousands of years. When it comes to Christmas and stuff like that. Because, we bring this up every year. But Santa Claus in the mushroom. Santa Claus and the mushroom. Let's look at some pictures right here. Because when you go to the website, they try to say that. I remember last year with Wild Man Ninja, we was looking up some research about Santa Claus colors. And they were saying that it was from Coca-Cola. And it's because the Coca-Cola colors is why it was red and white for Santa. Because that's when Santa first started kind of appearing in commercials to represent that. But we see that it goes way farther back. This red and white motif goes way back to a lot of shamanistic cultures and people's research. In my own research, shamanistic Siberian cultures where the shamans were dress up with red and white and give the mushrooms to the people in their houses that was shut in from all the fucking snow that was going on. So that's where the chimney and like giving the presents that way come into. Because America, we blend everything together. We blend things together and make it our own. That's why we wild in and of ourselves. When you even think about yourself and where you get all your information from. Most countries, they just get it from their country. We like, let me get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But we see a lot of, let me look at ornaments. It was old ornaments. Let me see, ornaments. I spelled that all wrong. I was not looking. Let me look at, what is that? Vintage? It was some old Christmas ornaments that was like mushrooms. Hey, look at this. Vintage. Just going around, seeing what's popping up. Hey, King guys, salute, King guys. Just going around, looking around, Santa Claus and the mushroom, different psychedelics, or just different ways people switch up holidays throughout the years. No, I'm not trying to buy them. Siberia. I'm spelling everything wrong. That's just the way it is going. They put sangria. I have no plan for this episode, really. I'm just tying things together. I guess I gotta put what is that? Yeah, I knew they was just gonna try to walk in. Bug Life Science is saying the story of Santa's flying reindeers. Yep, yeah, we went over that part. Arctic shamans gave out on the winter solstice. Who dropped? Yep, we already said that, but y'all see it right there too. Mushrooms like gifts are found beneath pine trees. This was the thing I put together when Kalindi Ali was there talking about the mushrooms growing under the pine tree from the Shaolin monks and stuff like that. I was like, yo, pine trees, Christmas. Like, that's how they pop up because it's the right kind of humidity and everything for them to pop up for them and the right amount of shade. They love it. They love pine trees. What's his name has a book talking about it? Something Allegro. Oh, about the sacred cross and the mushroom? John Allegro or something like that. I know who you're talking about, King Guys. Yeah, he said in his book, Mushrooms, this is another one, Mushrooms and Mankind, the late Arthur James points out that Anemone muscaria, also known as fly allergic, lives throughout the northern hemisphere under conifers and birch trees, with which the fungi, which are deep red with white flecks, have a symbiotic relationship. This partially explains the practice of the Christmas tree and the placement of the red and white presents underneath, which looks like Anemone mushrooms, he wrote. Yo, that was wild. That sync is real. Cause I was at Dollar Tree trying to get some cheap I keeps calling it wallpaper, gift wrapping paper. And that was first what I had. I just had a bunch of red and white before I saw where all the different designs and stuff was at. I was like, this seems right to me. But yeah, that's how they grow. And when you start seeing how different mushrooms grow, and they can literally kind of grow anywhere, but different species choose to grow in certain environments and will only grow there. Like the Anemone muscaria grows under pine trees. Like the connections are right in our face, right there. This is something he found in his research. Why do people bring pine trees into their houses at the winter solstice, placing brightly colored red, white packages under the trees as gifts to show their love for each other? He wrote, it's because underneath the pine tree broth is the exact location where one will find this most sacred substance, the Anemone muscaria. It says, warning, do not eat these mushrooms. You just had to cook them right. But and these mushrooms are used a lot in the UK and like England and stuff. They know about these mushrooms a lot more. The fly larger, they call them like the fairy mushrooms and stuff. They take these mushrooms to see fairies. No, they still have mushrooms ingrained in their culture. I think that's why like Harry Potter and all these other books came from there and inspired us Americans. But we got our own stuff too. I ain't doubting America. We strong as shit. But y'all know what I mean. The reindeer were shaman spirit animals. Oh, I think this is about to break down how the if you just eat the mushroom, you can get sick. But they found a way in Siberia, the monks and stuff up there, and the regular people, the kids and everything, they be drinking it. They they allow the reindeer to eat it first, like rawr, rawr. Then it goes through his body and they capture the pee. And then the chemical process that it went through, it filtered it out. Just the muscule or something. I think it's the muscule, some chemical that's inside of the Anemone muscaria. And then they drink it and they go and hallucinate for the night. They literally drink the reindeer pee. They get right underneath for the legs and say, all right, are you ready? Or, oh, I see the leg twitching. But that's how that was their flask. That was their chemical flask. Hey, Block, yeah, there it is. I was close. Muscanol. And they got that was their alchemy. Their alchemical process. Now we got now we have other ways. But it all starts from something. Who ever heard of a flying reindeer? Yeah. It's generally become, well, I think it's becoming general knowledge that Santa is taking a trip with his reindeer. Oh, imagine that story. Like, yeah, ho, 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 I'm up here in the North Pole. He fucking takes some mushrooms and be like, oh, wow. Now I'm dreaming I got this reindeers. I got all these elves making me presents, and I'm about to give them to all the kids of the earth everywhere in one fucking night. Straight a trip on a trip for real. And he gotta go on a trip to make that possible. Because it is possible, kids. It is possible. Time does not exist. But you gotta break senses from your reality to make that possible. Little kids out there. But yeah, Santa Claus could have been tripping this whole reality. And then it just play out in the never-ending story. You know how it is. And as his spirit coming out and all the adults that do everything, but it's really old Santa taking a trip. Having all these emotions we living out Santa Claus's dream or imaginations. Always around this same time of year. Or whatever entity you want to pop up. Just ta. He said, amongst the Siberian shamans, you have an animal spirit you can journey with in your vision quest. And reindeer are common and familiar to people in eastern Siberia. That make perfect sense. What's y'all animal? What is y'all vision? I forget what it's called. I don't say vision animal. Animal spirit. Shamans dress like Santa Claus. Yeah, I said this. They dressed up in red suits with white spots. Let's see if we can find a picture of that. Shamans, red and white. Put in the most general term. I ain't gonna put in Santa. See it pop up. Oh, there's some fresh suits. I got the Kansas Chiefs in there. Here it is. This the famous. They got this. That's not the red and white I'm talking about. That's the red, white, and blue. Here it is. Here it is. That's the old shaman Siberians and stuff. Red and white polka dot. They say art is inspired by nature. The best fashion comes from nature itself. What is this? Oh, Santa Claus, the super shaman. What's this? Oh. Oh, that's taking us into somewhere else. But I guess I'll take away suit and put Siberia, like misspell. There we go. I guess they famously show off. Oh, here go another picture. I never saw this one of her actually standing up. I always said I wanted her like hinging over like this. Wish they had more examples out there. But we got what we got. Huh. Let's see something. Red and white. Hold on. Symbol. Just see what pops up. Nope. They got me. They got me. Okay. Dressed like Santa Claus. Mushrooms appeared in Christmas iconology. The tree ornament shaped like animated mushrooms and other depictions of fungi are also prevalent in Christmas decorations throughout the world. I was trying to look this up for y'all earlier. In Scandinavia, Northern Europe, and Petsford pointed out that said Petsford made it clear that the connection between modern day Christmas and the ancestral practice of eating mushrooms is a coincidence, and he doesn't know any direct link. He's like, that's just a coinky dink, bruh. That's just a coinky dink. That ain't true. No way that can be true. No way it's connected to people whole lifestyles and traditions are connected to a plant. Better let alone the fungi. They ain't even the fucking plant. Fucking the fungi. Let alone they changing people's lives all around the world. All around the world. A visit from St. Nicholas here. We went over this when it gets cold and stuff like that. The shaman brought the mushrooms down to the people. It says many of modern details of modern day Santa Claus come from an 1823 poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, which later became famous as "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." The poem is credited to Clement Clark Moore, an aristocrat academic who lived in New York City. The origins of Moore's visions are unclear, although Arthur Rush and Ruck all think the poet probably drew from Northern European motifs that derive from Siberian or Arctic shamanic traditions. At the very last, Arthur wrote Santa's sleigh and reindeer are probably references to various related Northern European mythologies. For example, the Norse god Thor, known in German as Donner, flew in a chariot drawn by two goats, which have been replaced in the modern retelling by Santa's reindeer, Arthur wrote. Oh, they tried to write away Thor was Santa. I know the natives was mad at that. You heard the grandparents telling their kids, you teaching them about Santa? The real meaning of the season is Thor. The real meaning of the season is Thor. Like here in America, the real reason of the season is Jesus. Jesus is the reason of the season. Back then, they was like, oh, no, nah. What are y'all doing this Santa? Funny, just time. But that poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, let's see how they was describing St. Nicholas back then, and was so-called the first description of Santa Claus by this guy right here from New York City. Oh man, he from New York. You know they blow. I'm from Philly. I'm from right 2.5 hours south of New York. They will blow up anything. Twist together anything from different societies and put it up on the big screen. I was interested. I was watching a Photoshop, and somebody took away all the billboards from Times Square just to see how it would look. Look like regular city. It looked like it was made for the billboards, and that's a weird thing to say, because that's how much work they've been putting in for years to make it so. Like, this is what New York is. Supposed to be like this. Oh, this is a long poem. I don't know if I want to read all of this. But let me see if they type in like, he put in like red or something. Red is used 3 times in here. Nope, not in the poem at all. Or white. Did they describe him as being white? All right. And the beard of his chin was as white as snow. The stump of a pipe he held in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a ref. I'm high, man. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right dolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk and laying his fingers aside of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney, he rose. He sprang to his sleigh. To his team he gave a whistle. And away they flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. So it's nothing that ever said that Santa Claus was white. They just made it that way. Okay. See, look at the history. He said it has no color. But then, they changed it and added more and stuff like that. Huh. Interesting. Just tie now. Just think about it. But one historian, Ronald, told NPR that the theory of mushroom is flawed. If you look at the evidence, Siberian shamanism, which I've done, has said you find that shamans didn't travel by sleigh. Yeah, it's different stories. They didn't say it was on a sleigh. Didn't usually deal with reindeer spirits. Very little took the mushrooms to get trances. Didn't have red and white clothes. Well, we saw they had red and white clothes. And red and white clothes shouldn't be the most defined thing to show that. That's just a form of art. But nevertheless, for those that experience taking mushrooms, you know the vibes that get kind of recreated during Christmas. The jolliness of it, the oh, what have you been doing all year to add up to this moment? What did you do to deserve this? Or you get what you get. Like, you get what you get on Christmas. And that's why even like and then we know what psychedelics is, the nothing is good or bad, it is what it is. And that's why I like to introduce the Krampus character to people. Krampus was one, if you was very unsightly all year, just because you took the mushroom and had some good thoughts, that mean that's all that was going to happen. Now, in our tale, you just got a lump of coal. In Germany, where Krampus originates, the kids got tortured. You got tortured, son. So you made sure you was on your P's and Q's at certain times. You still lived life, but you knew that if Krampus could come around, that it was certain things that you would become aware of or would do in the same way. Hey, Big Chill popping in Santa was a reptilian. Hey, who would know? Who would know? Who would know, Big Chill? Thanks for coming through, Big Chill. I have to light up this other one. I'll bring up a picture of Krampus. Let's multitask. Krampus. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go, Krampus. I never seen this picture before. What is it? Oh, that's from a show. I need a paper or something so I could. But this can burn a little slower. Give me a minute. All right, let me just click on this while I'm rolling up. Keep going. The Krampus is a horned anthropomorphic figure in Central and Eastern Alpine folklore. During the Christmas season, scares children who have misbehaved. Assistant Saint Nicholas. The pair visit children on the night of the 5th December, with Saint Nicholas rewarding the well-behaved children with modest gifts such as oranges, dried fruit, walnuts, and chocolates. Hey, where's the PlayStation? While the badly behaved ones only receive punishment from Krampus with birch rods. This is from the 1900s. You got the Pope. You got Krampus. God damn. What did you do, little kid? What did you do? He looked like a badass kid too. Like, oh, I know exactly what to do to look like I'm doing good in this moment. Don't hurt me. You know the kids that be putting on the cry voice at any moment they can't. Those the baddest ones. The origin of the figure is unclear. Some folklorists and anthropologists have postulated it having pre-Christian origins in traditional parades. I was thinking that because I saw the Pope in there. I was like, did they invent that? Because that's when, but I swear it was older than Christianity and it had to deal with what they turned pagan religions, but the natural religions of the indigenous people, the Netherlands and stuff like that. In traditional parades and in such events as the Krumpelhof or Krampus Rung, young men participated dressed as Krampus in attempts to scare the audience with their antics. Such events occur annually in most Alpine towns. Krampus is featured on holiday greeting cards called Krampus Carlton. Since 1984, the character has become better known globally, having been portrayed in Hollywood horror films. Also, almost unknown before this time. Before this time, 1984, Krampus has begun to become part of American popular culture. Wrote, hmm. Oh, let me see if they got like. Yeah, here you go, right here. Here goes some more. The ice cream shop that I used to work at. I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. Had a Krampus lifestyle statue at the candy shop that they also owned next door, and they had it at the door. They were very eccentric collectors. I brought them up before. They dressed like they was from the 1700s with their fashion and top hats, like on the daily. So they had a lot of cool things that they would put around the shop for us to like be interested, for people to be interested in. Like, yeah, it was for us to be interested in, or else they would have kept it at their house. But yeah, it's pretty cool. That's just a person dressed as it. But a lump of coal don't scare too many kids, but Krampus will. All right, let me see if it's something that's not on Wikipedia that will talk about it. A little more in depth. Germanic folklore pays a visit on December 5th, said to be the son of the Norse goddess Hel, which rules over the realm of the dead. This Christmas devil comes to punish. Yeah, we know that part. Take off the audio. Krampus is typically depicted as half goat, half demon. Yeah, we're gonna watch their little slideshow. And derives his name from the word krampen, meaning claw. Oh, so he had the claws. Krampus carries chains and birch sticks to whip children into shape. And a sack in which to carry them away to the underworld. See, that's the stuff I want to see. What's all the lore behind this? Originally a pagan figure, Krampus was tied to Christian celebrations of Saint Nicholas because the people are trying to keep it alive. And you see the Pope came in there. That's not Saint Nicholas. Is that different from Santa Claus? That looked like a Pope got the fish hat that they got from the Sumerian gods and stuff like that, taking the culture. But you know, Christianity and a lot of other people too, they like to scare people. We all like to scare people. Like, if you do this, something bad is gonna happen to you. They say it's for eternity. That's my difference. The two came to represent a balance between good and evil. Oh, we do got a beard. Including Austria, Germany, and the Czech Republic. Celebration involved exchanging that word or Krampus cards. Dressing up in elaborate costumes. It'll be okay. And of course, frightening children. Facing the horrors of your own mind. That is an awesome thing for a culture to be able to have people to go through. Because then you start trying to create your own horrors. And we don't be knowing what we doing. Hey, man, come on. Hey, King Guys, you said the beast is always hungry. Hey, it's always lurking. Come on, I'm trying to get past this without the pay the thing. Oh, well, guess we're not getting it from National Geographic. I guess I'm gonna type in underworld. I want to hear that story about taking them to the underworld. Come on, computer, we can do it. Backspace takes children to the underworld. What is this underworld? Oh, hey, King. I thought that was King Guys. Hey. I was reading the print too small. Welcome. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, bruh. Christmas has been a long rewards. Yeah, we got past this already. I don't think they're gonna go that much into detail. I want to know about them taking the kids to the underworld. Like, what was in the underworld that they spoke of? Wait, let me do this pretty fast. Underworld. All right, that was used one word in here, but most believe that Krampus originated from Alpine. Yep, we said this. He bears a striking resemblance to the Norse god legends about the son of Hel, the god of the underworld. I guess we got to look here. See what they talking about. That looks like Yogi. All right, here we go. Who rules over the identity named Hell, the underworld where many of the dead dwell. Her name's hidden. Her name meaning of hidden. Occult. Like, it just it's occulted stuff. Surely has to do with the underworld and the dead being hidden or beneath buried the ground. Or the esoteric and the esoteric. Greedy, harsh. And they ain't really describing too much. But yeah, that's enough of that. I'm gonna get off of that right now. Wait, Big Chill, you said he changed the kids into elves. Oh, yeah, let's say that. He too bad. Like, where did all them elves come from? Was it like a main mama elf and daddy elf? Did he engineer them in a lab? Or did he get them from the kids that Krampus kidnapped and took to the underworld? Just tie. Story goes on. But all in all, it's a lot. It's a lot to tie into. There's a lot of cool things going on. But what I really want to pay attention to in the channel is just to have fun and to relax. And if you feel yourself wanting to destroy the tree, don't do it. If you feel yourself wanting to not want to wrap a present and say, what is the point of that? Go do it. If you feel yourself saying, man, it's too fucking cold right now, and all these fucking people trying to do this shit, just play along for a moment. Play along. This year. Because I did it previous years. It was other characters. This year, we're going to do something different. Hey. Hey, Matias. We wish you a Merry Krampus. Yeah, whatever it pop up. I ain't controlling no fucking energy on this channel. I'm just messing with y'all. Cause the energy pop up when it want to pop up, and you gotta experience that shit for your damn self. For yourself. Your skin might start turning green one day. You'd be like, God damn, I done did it now. I done turned into the Grinch. And this you'll be okay. Yeah, it's all right. At least be a funny Grinch like Jim Carrey. But KK, you know the vibes. Cause you know how grandmoms feel. But they still be coming out clutch at times with a present or with a good feeling, or just having you come over and they cooked a nice dinner Even though they said a million times, I ain't celebrating this holiday. I keep buying these presents. These kids forget about it like 2 days later, 2 months later. Thinking about my grandma right now. Say it every year, but then wind up saying and doing the same thing. Calling me, you need some help? Is I able to get her gifts and stuff? She was the one that brought me all of my game systems growing up and stuff. Because my mom wasn't really into toys. She was all like, go outside and play and do this and that. My grandma was like, hey, they need toys and stuff. And particularly me, I need my PS2. I need my PlayStation 3. Grandma, come on. Hey, King, you said it's nothing like family time. Yeah, time, like tie it all together. Tie it all together. Families say, hey, all this happening, but we still going to sit right here and let the commotion just be what it is. What it is. That make for the greatest movies, too. You see how they don't hide it in the movies? Christmas with the Cranks. That Christmas movie with Chris Brown. I forget what it's called. But just different scenarios, just us getting together. People had their own lives going on, and then they coming together, say, man, well, do you remember when? And then the other person say, oh, why they about to bring this up? The other one say, oh, you know, that's something we never bring up. Another one like, oh, I've been waiting for somebody to bring this up. It's all for the purpose. What purpose? Hey, man, it makes for a good show, you know? Even when it feel like people are gonna kill each other. But it's the good times too when we all just get along and say there's some good mac and cheese. There's some good mac and cheese, man. Like that's all that matters. It's mac and cheese right now. The little things can wash out all of everything else. Everything else. Cause that big thing is that thing that says troublesome to you, to us, is just as big, it's just as small as the, or just as big as the or just as small as enjoying the macaroni. All that intention that's put into all like enjoying it, that's all the intention put into that. It's the same energy. Just because most people get so used to turning on that channel, got all the advertisements to lead to that channel too in the mind at times. Like, oh man, I was watching all them ads and I wound up with this bathing suit that don't even fit or something like that. Or I wanted the red one, really. But yeah, when I look back on my life, I see that like my family, we had the one family house where we would all go over and stay the night at times. Yeah, like had the big house and we all come to our little different places and had some good times. Had some good times, all wake up in the same house and open up presents and stuff. And those was always some awesome moments that I was happy to be able to carry on into my life. Hey, Charles the Awakened. Hey, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, macaroni be on point because you know people pay attention to it, the texture, the type of cheese they use, all of that. And I think that the Discord was open, and I did not, and I messed that up. Hold on. Yeah, it's a lot of different ways to make mac and cheese. I even see people putting raisins in their mac and cheese now. Now. I would just have to see. I would just have to see. Kraft's macaroni and cheese. Hey man, that was hitting back in the day. That was all my mom had. Or all she decided to cook. Oh, good times. Mac and cheese. Hold on, it was something I was about to do. Those was always some awesome moments that I was happy to be able to carry on into my life. Hey, Charles the Awakened. Hey, boom, boom, bye. Oh yeah. I was talking about about my own family and stuff and being able to wake up and everything. And then it's funny how life twisted around because it's like the things that people become used to when they're younger, like you hold on to it, but you kind of like do the opposite when you get older. As I get older and I see other people do the same thing. Like if you had this when you was older, you kind of want the opposite, or you kind of want to experience the opposite, whether you want it or not. You start experiencing different changes and stuff like that. Like, oh well, these presents don't mean nothing, and to people that didn't really have presents and stuff. And it's like, it's like what that it's wild. It's wild. The story on how us humans play out. Like you would like say a person say a person that had a good upbringing, and then they want to go out and be on the streets real heavy, and the people on the streets like, why you want to be on the streets when you got like your dad is this, your mom this, they can help you out, and they just like, it's just the way I am. You said crabs had the best commercials, that cheese dinosaur. Yeah, they had the best fucking commercials. Kraft macaroni and cheese. They had all the commercials for macaroni and cheese. When I think about it, when I visit the archives. That's why now when I go to Trader Joe's and other stores and see that it's not even an off brand that's copying off of them, but they just make using different ingredients, I'm like, I didn't even know y'all existed. Thought it was just crafts, or you just make your own, melt your own cheese. But the way they got us locked keeps us comfortable for the moments. Hey, you said Doritos? I don't know how I passed all of that. I swear all of those little things just popped up by itself. I did in the chat. Oh, I see what's going on. My bad, guys. Like here, it's pop. If I move my head, the chat pops up a lot later where I was looking at than right here where it shows all of y'all. Like it shows up on OBS before it shows up on the actual YouTube official page. That's funny. It's funny how coding works. But I was tying on enjoying the moments and how reality is catered for us all the time. That's why, like, yeah, I love Kraft macaroni and cheese. I enjoyed all of those snacks, all of the foods that I ate when I was younger. I enjoyed them, and now that I'm like a 30-year-old person in this dimension, I still can enjoy it, but I just enjoy different things based off of the ideas that came into my mind as I kept experiencing Earth. Through my particular lens. Like that's what I was watching the commercials. I was with my mom's she was saying this was good. I was saying, "Oh, this is fantastic. Add a little more pepper." Making it perfect to like adjust to my taste buds and get my dopamine, all the receptors hyped up for the meal and everything like that. So everything is always catered to us. Cause I hear people say, "Oh, I can't eat that no more." "Oh, I don't like that." Or, "Oh, this is destroying my body," or "This was made to destroy humanity," and stuff like that. GMOs or anything. GMO or like a lot of things always pop up. Cause GMOs are going to change people physically and stuff like that. Period. Because food changes its period, everything we eat. But yeah, that's a whole nother train. I mean to really get into that like that. But on the spiritual level, as I would say, reality is always being catered to us, even with our changes. When we say we don't like this no more, it's probably because it hurt us or hurt our stomach at some point, or we ran across some information that now we saying, "Hey, well, this is how I'm tuning into this reality as well." So I don't like that either. Or I see how this affects my body, so I'm going to choose not to eat it anymore or eat less of it. Like I'm not going to eat 10 bags of Doritos today. I'll just eat like once a week. Or when it pops up when I'm at the store and it interests me, I see it like, "Oh, there it is. I remember Doritos. Oh, let me grab a bag of those." Instead of like, all right, I gotta go to the store, gotta get the Doritos, gotta do this, got that, just letting it pop up and fill you up. Like it's a different levels of openness that I feel myself going through in different layers of reality on on how am I making the choice? Am I making it with my thinking? Am I making it with my reaction? Am I making it with, oh, somebody just came and gave this to me, so that must have been the best choice possibly made in this chess game of life that I'm playing and always aware of, but don't really know. Just going along with it. Out of shit. He said, Blues Clues, don't be sad, K, and next year you get your Barbie. Shout out to the nigga that was starring on Blues Clues, though, forever. Steve. He taught us all about our imagination. Hey. They going in on the chat. They going in on the chat. Yeah, yeah. But I'm happy that we have the internet, that we have this mycelium network, that we have all these ideas, that you exist, that the everything is coming to a point in our experience where we can see all of these different points in consciousness, all these different points around ourselves, and see what they're saying, see how they exist, seeing why they do the things they do, or not even exactly why, but just seeing how it is, just seeing how it is through different lenses, instead of saying, hey, this is what it is, this is how you should look at me, or this is how you should view this event, this is how you should view this holiday, this is how you should view Christmas, this is how you should view Kwanzaa, this is how you should view Hanukkah. It's like, it's so many different ways. It's so many different ways, because the people that's in these experiences are real people. They're not just ideas and concepts, just believing in one thing, but everybody got their own little trail that they take. It's going to be, when you hear people talk a lot of times, because not everybody, the people that talk on the forefront, most people that got some balls about themselves and really defined in particular situations, they still be loose too. We still be loose. But I'm losing what I was talking about. Well, just tired on just going at it, just being prominent and loving who you are and putting yourself out there and saying that this is how it is. That's what I mean. And like religions and holidays, because everybody got their own flavor. Everybody has their own flavor to it. So if y'all have your own flavors, let me know how y'all twist things around in y'all world and stuff like that, as we keep progressing and making art. And even right now while we live, or if you tie in later on the comments. How do y'all celebrate the holiday season? What brings cheer to y'all? Or what do you not like about the holidays? What makes you say, yo, man, like, why do we keep doing this same thing every year? Why do we keep doing the same thing every year? EJJ Fisker. You said a microdose lean. How is that experience? How is that experience? Does it get your creative juices going? Does it get you in control of the situation? I don't know. Or does it just have your little pain go over? Well, what's your actual purpose for microdosing lean? To start off with, too. If you choose to go into that. It's just the questions I'm spouting out the fountain. Tying it. It's that heavenly. How does it allow you to think or experience? Well, more, if you could define heavenly. and they almost stole me. Whoa, Matias, you did lean and Uruguay, and my brothers fell to sleep on the bus, and they almost stole. Wow, they tried to get you. Dang, gotta be careful with them substances. But yeah. However you get high, it's high. I mean, on this, it's cool. It's cool. I was thinking about the holiday season. It's you said it's lucid, but I'm more LSD orientated. Okay. I plan on myself taking a microdose some mushrooms on Christmas. I had a little bit this morning too, before the podcast. For whatever reason. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah. Just staying into the spirit, feeling real good about everything. The tie into the VR channel, I'm actually gonna be going live. I wanted to go this so it can tie into me going live later on Just Tie VR. The link in the description. So subscribe now so y'all can know when it's popping up. I purchased Half-Life Alexa. It's one of the top VR games for the physics in there, the storyline, and more that I'm not really. Oh, I really don't know yet. I'm just going into it. I'm really going into it. So I'm gonna keep the VR scene alive, the metaverse and everything. And because last week took a big hit. That's why I wasn't live. My hard drive, which is right here, is not working for me anymore. Took it to the shop. They said the disk spinning on it is spinning incorrectly, so they chastity couldn't like fix it. They had to send it over to the Bay Area. It probably got like 5 to a stack to get it fixed. So I'm gonna keep that on the side, but it's a lot of art that I have ready for y'all, and just trying to get it delivered, but it wasn't working. And so it's going to be coming out. It's eventually, but we're going to just create new art in its place. Like you say, as EJJI being as lucid as possible. Be as lucid as possible. Like, this is but a dream. Things happen. That's life. And good thing if the FBI can crack a hard drive and recover data, I know they can recover data from my hard drive eventually. Luckily I uploaded the 10,000 NFTs that I wanted to put out there, the Fergals. I still have them uploaded in the IPFS, which is a new way that things are going to be being stored on the internet. So instead of being stored on one thing, so I guess it was teaching me a universal lesson. It's going to be stored through multiple computers throughout the Web3 internet. So it actually can never fully be deleted. It kind of can, but not really. Like, you got to get the permissions and everything to make it possible. But it's spread out, so it can never be set on one central station. So they already kind of exist on the metaverse already, but they're not minted on the blockchain. So they'll be coming soon. They'll be really cheap. All right, it's not going to be that much. It's just, so stay tuned to NFT Carnival on Twitter. NFT Carnival for updates and the Discord. You'll find a link in NFT Carnival on Twitter. You find a link in there. Because these are going to be used for different purchases. I mean, different experiences in the future that I'm going to be creating alongside probably the likes of King. We was talking about this maze. There's also maze labyrinth with Charles the Awakened as well. We was going in. It's all tying together into a significant experience that I think will actually be able to be a true reality for us to go into in VR. Oh, you want to talk about breaking through on psychedelics, EJJI Fisker? Have you ever done in VR and stuff like that? But we can tie it all. We could tie it all together. Because people breaking through, It's going to be it's going to be magical, just like old people putting on a VR headset for the first time, and all these new innovations, experiencing these new lands, like in Breakthrough Psychedelics. Like in the Breakthrough Psychedelic, you experience memories and stuff outside of yourself, outside of yourself, outside of your character, outside of what you believed was yourself, and depending on as EJJI, what you consider a breakthrough. What do you consider a breakthrough? Because I know, like, if you're talking about DMT and how you experience, people consider the breakthrough dose to be different thing, or the breakthrough experience with mushrooms. The breakthrough experience is different for different people. So just so we're on a coherence, like, how can we talk about what is the breakthrough? What is the breakthrough on psychedelics? Yeah, just tie it in whenever you can. I got the chat up. I got it right here. I can see everything. But because breaking through can mean so many things. Like, breaking through can mean experience something you never. Example, to truth. To truth. To truth. To what truth? To what truth, EJJI? To experiencing a truth other than what you experienced previously. I could see it like that. Like, oh no. This mic was doing fine the whole time. Oh no, I gotta make sure I double check for static. Make sure it's all right. Come on. There we go. All right. He said, no ego going through otherworldly things. Tapping into them other egos, as we would term it. The ego, we can say, ain't nothing but a template that you pop into. So breakthrough, you mean opening up a portal, experiencing another world, like this guy in the background, like this awesome fella in the background. Open up a portal. Where the heck is hey? Yeah, let's tie on that. What's your experiences with it? No ego, only infinite awareness. Infinitely aware of what? What did you become infinitely aware of in one of your experiences? Like, how did it present itself? How did the infinite awareness present itself to you as you were it? Hold on. Yeah. All right. He said, I got shot into the cosmos, all still integrating it beyond it. Nice. Still integrating it. Yeah, the images will come, flashes and everything. They come with time. If they need to. They like everything's as it should. King asks, what section of the cosmos? I don't even know. Hey, you know. I'm playing with you. But hey, like, I'm just saying, we know. We just like to play these games, whether we remember or not. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying. Oh wait, I knew that I moved it. You particularly. I'm just saying us as human beings playing a game of charades. I had a big game of charades. First time on LSD, but thanks for sharing. EJJI. If you got any more, let's keep going with it. Said first time on LSD, got to break through a grid made of triangles of light to the space and saw all kinds of things. Don't know if say spaceships, but close. Then infinite love pouring through all. Yeah, that's fantastic. Matias got through the grid. And that's it's wild, but it's not even wild because this is how the wild is. But it's just what it is. Like that, we see grids and stuff like that. Like just grids. Of course, we recreate everything we create is a recreation, a reflection. But when you all in that simulation and stuff, and you creating, and then you see that it's something like you see them geometries behind me just appearing and it's similar and it's like that same vibe feeling that was a part of the creation or just what you witnessed. Like it's imagine just seeing the grid on Star Wars or on a Marvel comic book or something like that. And then you see the grid with your own eyes and you just like whee, you just fly through it. Matias did. Matias just flew right through it. Boosh. I'm somewhere else now. That's what creating. Humans been doing this for forever. That's how we always been doing it. That's why all this art, that's where all our stories and everything come from. Our fascination of looking back. Or not even looking back, because where are we at? That's a fact. But just realizing, just putting in some poetry and stuff like that. And everybody relate to it for huge reasons. It's like, man, is this something we are all doing all the time? All right, here we go. First, wait. EJJI said, I was tripping lots off shrooms, but never break through. Always did 7 G's to 24 G's. I tripped over 20 times on shrooms, no breakthrough. Like LSD, but shrooms very alien. Oh, have you ever said sat in the dark and did shrooms? Because that's a lot of shrooms. That's a lot of shrooms. I experienced a breakthrough on 4 grams of shrooms, but I was in silent darkness and stuff like that. But 7 to 24, that's damn near an ounce. Oh, aliens were talking. So you don't consider that a breakthrough? I would consider that a breakthrough. If you had aliens talking to you. But I don't know. How do you put it? How do you how do you term it if it's not a breakthrough? What term would you use, bro? What do you call it? I never had forced ego death. I was scared to go, LOL. Oh, okay. That make a lot of sense. I understand. I'm not completely. I can't say that in words, but I feel you, bro. Or man. I think bro. No, ego traveling to another world. What did the aliens say? What did the beings say? Was they was like, we got the ship waiting outside? You ready to go or no? And you was like, look at their face. Going to another dimension is a breakthrough. Yeah, I was bringing that up earlier. Okay, we on point. We talking the same lingo. Breakthrough is a portal. When you go through the portals, open up a damn portal, see other yous and other versions of yourselves and other realities and colors and patterns and just ways of existence. Like Rick with his portal gun. They said, come with us. You're scared. You think you're gonna die. I'm sorry. I'm not. We're all alive. We're all still here. It's like you think you're gonna die? That's because that's how it's been told to us, or that's how we told the story to ourselves. That in order to go here, you're gonna have to die. In order to experience this, you're gonna have to die. Give up every single thing. But that thing, give up, is like it's like a puncture. We always see people not give up their life unless they was like forced. Unless they was forced, like tragically, like, oh, sliced my neck. Oh, they shot me up, or I went down with cancer or some kind of disease, or it had to be something so huge to take out this motherfucker. Like, it was, yes. I thought I put the tablet out there. Hurry up and check the bed, okay? And she can't tame this beast all the time. Just like, calm down. You got it? The charger's out there. Charger's right. Sorry for the interruption, Gary. Well, the taking care of some business. All right. Whew. That willingness to change, the dying thing. The dying, I think, is just a change. That change, what is that change? What is that other form? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is that other form? Because you probably don't have to give up as much as you think. Because you already there. You already that thing. You ain't really giving up nothing. How can I die if it doesn't really exist? But yet we do. And I'm smoking. Smoking some good. Just tie. Okay. You said you ever get stuck in a loop? I tried to play music to ignore them, but they kept making their presence louder. Keep in mind I get loud ringing sounds off trips. King said, what kind of mushroom was it? Oh, no. Yeah, ringing, buzzing sound usually means you're going to break through if you ingest more, said King. I can testify to that. I agree to that. Start hearing it. Start hearing it without any headphones. You see why they made headphones? Well, I seen why they made headphones. Like, man, if I had that, even though it still was a slow progression, because you had to have the speaker and stuff first. Invent the speaker. But the speaker invention is so simple that people in prison can create a speaker. I saw somebody do that last week. Some of the people was in prison, they made a homemade speaker with a battery and like these 2 wires and something that was like cut to be like a cone and stuff. I was like, that's amazing. Check the mic. There we go. Test. But the ringing and everything. Yeah. The presence. Let me keep up with y'all. When we feel like we dying on the mushrooms, does it mean the mushrooms are actually killing the bad parasites in our body? Let's tie on that, everybody. Let's tie on that, fam. Are the mushrooms killing bad parasites? I think that they are helping promote good health, like when they're in your gut. The reason people's stomach hurts a lot is because your stomach is trying to break down the fibers over top of the other foods that's in your system, so that because it's a tougher fiber, sometimes a fiber most people are not used to. Most people, not everybody, just most people that are not used to. So it does like get your body trained to do more than what it's used to and stuff like that. And you know how important your gut bacteria and your gut health is, because it's actually connected to your brain and how we feel and our emotions and everything. It's a saying, and it's becoming a science. Because you know how things become a science after it already was, and people talked about it forever and experienced it. And they said, "Oh well, now we can put the pieces together and so-called explain it." But yeah, it could be doing a lot of things because then when it gets to the brain and how it's promoting brain growth with the neural pathways and opening up the through neuroplasticity, get them new grooves. What's that classic example? Like a fresh pallet of snow instead of just carved in ice. Like, oh, this you could tell a skier usually goes down the trail this way. It's like, nah, put a white sheet or just some snow over that thing and then just go and make up something new. And to reach that point too, it come with realizing a lot of that stuff, that the death and dying, like for me, like what is death, what is dying for my own particular circumstance, and how I accept it and come across it, to the point where, like, I see mushrooms be saying and different experience. It's all the time. I don't want to just categorize something by putting it on a pedestal so high, but since we're talking about mushrooms right now, like, it's when a mushroom experiences is like whatever I'm thinking or going through, or think that I'm going through, or think that I achieved, is like you get the real test then, or I get the real test. And it's like, oh, that was all training. That was all training. All that earth stuff. That was all training for this right now. And it's not like it's a bad thing. Like if I fail the test, then it's all over. Oh man, that's how you end up in the fire realms. And then the aliens pop up and say, hey man, come on, what you tripping for? But just saying like a video game or something like that. Just say, man, now it's this level. Like that was your young training Padawan. And it's awesome to be able to experience that for yourself, instead of like having it put up to myself, instead of having it put up to a movie character or anything else. Anything else. And that's why I love tying everything together, because a lot of people, you experience this and then they get put down by, oh, that's just when they try to do things in the world, oh, delusions are grander, or you thinking too much about yourself, or you're doing this and that. But I see that as more of just lessons, because nobody is fake. Everybody's still real in some way. So if they saying that, hey, look at yourself. Look at yourself for a second, because people do just lie, but sometimes people just lie. It's like they, in a way, they like being used to lie to get to you. You're being used to troll you in reality. A real life troll. And we do it to each other all the time. Or most of the time. But yeah. Feel like, but yeah, wait, let me get on. AJJI, you said, but yeah, ended off my LSD trip when I died. I didn't accepted it for a second time. There was hella blood, as if someone slit my throat or shot me. All I thought I was. Oh, see, that's what I was saying. I was just describing that, EJJ, when it pop up, the non-acceptance. And then people say, oh, this true. Most people be like, oh, this not for me, or I ain't never doing this again. Or they say, oh, that was one crazy trip. They never talk about it ever. Or they take it in and they alchemize it, and they turn it through their gears and make it something new or different. Come on, stop moving around. There we go. Test. A little. It's a little static. It's like when the psychedelic trip kills your ego after spending more time in reality. The same ego you kill rises up again and is reborn. Reborn. You must be reborn to enter the kingdom of heaven. Washed away of all your sins. And I don't know about washed away. I'm say more aware of what the hell I'm doing. Like, oh, now I know that when I pinch the baby, it's crying because it's hurting. I was watching a clip of Caillou. Y'all know Caillou from PBS Kids. He was one badass little kid, but it's from the early episodes, and he was pinching his little baby sister, and it said, "I don't like her," and they say, "Hey, Caillou, don't do that." Oh, funny stuff. I made fire, EJJI, you said I made fire music and I'm sorry for all the ones I hurt. This happened off 10 strips of LSD. I tripped over 60 times. First breakthrough was in the time I accepted it. And yeah, you saying your eyes was Persian? Ooh. I was having typos. I died of that's all right. Sorry, typo's cool. I died of LSD, LOL, from a clay hallucinogenic scene as if someone slit my throat hella blood. It was a scene to accept my ego death. And bro, I think that's why you tying it together in my mind, the reality of why I was talking to the producers in my mind or head, however I want to term it to people. And I was saying like this is the reason why horror movies and all these other scary things exist as pieces of art to show themselves. Even when I was in the space and I seen all of that for myself, I was like, I was fascinated by it. I don't even remember me being the scaredy parts. I don't remember that more. I just remember being fascinated by it and just observing and then being fascinated because I was observing all the scary sounds that was going on, like the violins and the piano that was going on, like the classical scary piano music and everything. And but I was like, oh, this is what this is. And I just accepted it and stuff like that. It was things about my dad and girls and stuff like that coming up. Then I was just observing different areas of my life and then whoosh, zoomed out of that world. So I know from experience, I'm tying together my experience with yours, bro. I've seen those spaces as a human being. But yeah. Oh, he said, I'm sorry for all the ones I hurt. Off 10 strips, I tripped over 60 times for breaks through. I was Persian. The hell of blood. Oh, I was talking about the the horror movies and why they make the movies and stuff like that. And why they make it so graphic and even though the storylines be so stupid and silly, like yes, the storyline is stupid. It is stupid to feel like that, but it is a reality that you're going to feel like that and run across those type of situations. Now, are you scared or are you not? And that's what it shows, like as above so below. As above you see it with your neck split, as below you turn on the TV and you see The Walking Dead and you see all the most gruesome deaths that look so beautiful that you ever seen in your life, so beautifully choreographed, and the makeup is pristine. Like Walking Dead took things, elevated makeup artists things for like TV level stuff really high. It's like when the psychedelic trip killed. Oh, I read that. Discord open? It should be. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be live for too much longer. But I wanna go live on the Just Tie VR. Oh, y'all was in there the whole time. For some reason I can't hear y'all. Hold on. I gotta change where it's outputting. Sorry about that. Test. All right. Can y'all say something? Oh. Hey. How's it going? Hey, Master Creator. Switching forms. I'm about to roll up another one. You've been here. Hey, I got some hot sauce coming out. I'm not particularly sure yet. I'm just excited because I grew all of the peppers for it. I got the bag right here. Uh, it's top secret. Top secret. It's just gonna be. I'm just gonna set the world on fire real quick. It's just gonna be a spark. It's gonna be there. Y'all gonna know about it. Y'all gonna see me test it and almost die. But I'm gonna have different levels though, probably. So not everybody just eat it and have their mouth just set aflame. Cause I tasted all the peppers like that. I got Fresno, habanero, and I got this Shinto sweet pepper, and this other one that I kind of forgot the name of because I can't find the tag. But I know that is different because it's a lot bigger. Oh yeah, put my own spin on those, and then I'm gonna put some. I want to add CBD to it as well. That's the little twist to it, so you can like calm down after all the hotness and just be all right. Yeah, cause peppers. You know about sensories and peppers? What you know? Or what you about? Yeah, my whole body be lit. Hmm. Oh, it is all right. Mm-hmm. Tolerate. No, that's on point. I used to eat peppers with the with my old pastor at the church I grew up at. We used to go to this Vietnamese restaurant and order this hoagie. I forget what it was called, and it used to be so spicy. And it probably was that. It's been a couple years. And they brought their own peppers, all fresh vegetables, and it was like a thin strip of meat. It was good, but they was tripping. Yeah, they brought their own peppers to add to it, and they used to look at me and be laughing. And so then during time, I started doing what you was saying, like realizing and getting into that moment of like zoning in, not running away. It's like, all right, it's hot. I'm still breathing. Like, what's going on now? Oh man, hold on. I just found out they can't. Hold on. Sorry guys, y'all heard me talking. Y'all can't even hear Master Creator talking. Hold on, that's not right. I couldn't allow you to keep doing that and nobody heard you. Oh, what do I gotta click? What do I gotta click? Test, test. Can you say something real fast? No. Uh. Hold on, my bad. It's the computer. I got it turned up. Hmm. All right, what I can do is make it go through this. Oh, wait, no, that still don't make sense. Hold on, we're gonna figure this out. Test. What is my desktop? Can this be it? What's up? Oh, I think I got it now. Don't copyright me, Currency. That was just a 1 second Jet Life Entertainment recordings. I do not own copyrights to that little snippet. Y'all got my last video. Yeah, no, I played the beat at the very beginning. When they took it, even though the person that uploaded it didn't have a copyright and he wasn't Jet Life or anything. I was like, what? That's the only reason I used it. I like legitly searched for one. But that's some BS that is just not, Discord is just not working like that. And yo, all right. Next episode, y'all gonna be on it. When I get on the Just Tai VR, which is gonna be pretty soon, cause I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna make sure that everything is on point. But I got the Half-Life Alexa. I just paid for it. You got a dope storyline. We had the Discord open, the chat open. We can just tie on the shit that's going on in that world. All right. Cool. Hey, raw pork chop. Hey, yeah, you said just took mushrooms the first time, thought this was the right stream. Hey, welcome. I'll even take a little extra dab of some allegedly honey for you. Mushy honey. Hopefully you have an awesome journey, a wonderful trip, a spectacular time, an insightful all of it. Oh, got some good music coming your way, some good friends, some good company. You breaking through, just breathe, get about the breathing, just let go. Let go. We'll still be here. Ooh. Hold on, actually, because the first time it go whatever way is up to you. It go whatever way is up to you, especially like for the first times too, because you gotta get to make it up as you go along. And then later in life you say, oh yeah, I remember that my first times when I was able to make it up. Let's get back to doing that again. Oh yeah, I'm legit upset too that I was not able to get the Discord on here. But we good. But yeah, I was mentioning, and how long ago, raw pork chop, if you still here, how long ago did you ingest? What's your timing? And how much did you ingest? Or did you just pop them like Skittles? Let's try this right here. And while that is going on, I got one more thing. Oh, I didn't see The Matrix yet. The Matrix Resurrections. I saw people watching it in True Discord, but I was driving around, so I wasn't able to really get involved with it. But I was watching they was interviewing Keanu Reeves, and Keanu Reeves is such a wonderful guy. The way he was taking the interview questions, they was like, why is Neo the one? And he's like, Because they chose me to act the role. The brothers, they chose me to act out the role. But then he went another layer in reality and was saying, well, is Neo really just the only one? And I was like, I'm happy he said that, because the Matrix is going to be introduced to people that never seen the trilogy before. So they're going to be having all these questions about life and say, oh, it's only one. It's only one Neo, or it's only this and that. Or no, you're not the one, I'm the one, or this and that and that and that. So I'm like happy that it can go into this for people that seen the interview, at least. That it can say, like, giving a broader vision, a more twists and turns in this infinite reality. A little more twists and turns in a calm manner. In a funny manner. You can be rowdy all you want. As long as you're funny, I'm cool. And he was they was in the video game. They incepted the video game, which is only on PS5 and Xbox, so I won't be able to bring that to y'all unless I come across one of those systems. But I have the old PlayStation 2, the Path of Neo, on PlayStation 2. I got it in my closet. I got all that in there. But the new one seems a lot more interesting with all the graphics and where we heading with all of these simulations and everything. But this, and talking to simulations, speaking of simulations, this was something I wanted to show. I posted this on TikTok. This was an illusion somebody created.
Look at this, just top. They jumping right towards. So this is an awesome light illusion. Probably can be seen from this one angle. And that's fantastic. It's at the mall too. Oh, get it. Ah, nice.
And this, they see this person reaching out. So just the poetry and that happening, like, only I am witnessing this, only I am seeing this, but it's real. It's right in front of my face. Let me reach closer and closer to grasp it. Very fun. Hold on, let me go this so y'all can't see all of my iCloud photos as I go up. Usually I download these and have them ready. Hold on, blah, blah, blah. God damn it. Here we go. I think this is it. Oh no, this is not it. This is something else I was working on. About Joe Biden. I don't want to get too deep into that. But Joe Biden is saying that he ain't forgiving student loans. After that was his whole campaign trail, saying that he was going to forgive people's student loans. Joe Biden looking a little funky. And then he was on, Kamala Harris was on the God Honest Truth show. And he was in an extended interview. Charlemagne got her and was asking, like, how do you keep supporting this person as vice president? And he keep promising stuff and not following through. And she was just saying, that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. And we working with this and we working with that. Funny stuff. But it's real. It's real. Because people can say a lot of things to get into office. Okay. This was a wild clip.
Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, ya Allah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Ojo panik, wis tenang ya, ojo bingung.
Don't know.
Maskere digawa dong. Allah Akbar.
Yo, where's my mouse is getting janky. It's like the longer the live runs, the more the computer gets messed up. There we go. Oh, that's something my daughter made. She real into Got Your Life. Ain't no real conversation about that. They was real. Everybody was safe, kinda. More than you would expect. I thought everybody was like the people that recorded that was never going to be seen again and all that stuff. But they uploaded it, and I was able to read the comments, and it was a couple people hurt. But they were okay. It wasn't as worse as we thought. Dang, where did, I guess it didn't get transferred over to my iCloud. So I think I'm going to end this video pretty soon. So you wonder who's going to be the next president? I'm more on King King. Well, who's going to be running for president? Yeah. Who's going to be running? Matter of fact, who's going to be the next? Who's going to be running in the first place? Who's going to be trying to think they're going to be putting all together or want to be on the center stage? I don't think they already talking now. Yo, why can't I hear anything? All right, yeah, we good. Can y'all hear this? Yeah, y'all can hear it. I can't hear it. Alright, that's cool. I'll fix that later. Who's gonna be the next puppet? Yeah. Or who's coming up to be on the stage to who set themselves up that when we look back on their life, we're gonna be like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. Every president, for the better or worse, we always look back and like, oh, that makes sense why they actually made it to be president, though, around that particular time in the human experience in America, and how people are thinking around the time and what led up to this, what they was trying to rebel against, what they was trying to fight for, what they was trying to stand strong with. But the rock, we stay humble, we devour. But wait. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of power. And take what's ours. I don't fucking know. But that song, it's around the airways. Dwayne Johnson for president. But I don't even know if he care about politics that much. But who does? Or business. I don't know. Just his image and stuff. I would want The Rock to be my president. But when other countries look at us, they wouldn't want to fuck with us. They'd be like, yo, man, you don't mess with America. Just look at him. Look what the movies he played then. Or just look at his physique. And people love The Rock. People love Dwayne. Especially Disney putting him in all the movies. I'm just saying, anything is possible. Anything is possible. It's 2021. We got a couple years. It's going to be a race for people that's going to pop up. We got all these new things coming up with cancel culture, and with people saying fuck cancel culture, and with people saying talk to me like this. Everybody's speaking up. Everybody's speaking up. That's what's going on. So we're going to see how outspoken the next president is going to try to be after having an outspoken president and then having Sleepy Joe. And now, what do we want the next person to be as a collective? What is going to happen? That is Bernie a puppet too? Man, we all puppets in the long run. But what corporations you working for is where it really comes down to for me when it comes to puppetry and politics. What corporations are you working for? Are you listening to the people more, or where you hear the person? They say, well, let me hear what this lobbyist is saying, or this lobbyist just brought me a car, or just allowed this law to change that allowed me to stay in office longer. There's a lot of different things. So if y'all want to get in the political field up in yourself, and y'all into the things that we tie in, don't be afraid to do it. Get into the politics. It's still just the politics of self. Still is just the self. At any level, at all level, no fear. Or else it's going to pop up and you're going to see some wild monsters. They're like, oh, you scared, huh? Tales from the Thai crypt. Oh, good times. But yeah, I'm gonna head off of here so we can have some fun on the Just Tai VR. This has been an awesome experience. Thank y'all all for coming on through. Check out the Just Tai Now website, Taimation Studios, animations going on. They go way back to like 3 years ago. I was watching one of the first ones I made in 2D. I was like, this is way trippier than I even thought when I made it. In like 5 years, I'll probably remake it, but we ain't going to even think that far. That's when I was a mushroom going around the different rims and stuff like that. Here go the Just Laugh Now show where it was just straight up memes. Straight up memes. It's hitting laughter in there that you wouldn't believe. NFTs, NFT gang. You want to be in Web3 metaverse world, Just Tai Gaming, shirts, hats, Psychedelic Rapture podcast, True Life Stories, King Oz. Make sure y'all subscribe to this, homies. Tai VR, which is where we're going to appear right now. So if y'all see that symbol, you arrived at the right side. Oh, I had a fun side. I had some good times. Heart Space Mushroom t-shirts. All these shirts are still here. I got them in the closet. Got some made. If y'all need a different size, let me know. I will make it. Keep everything. Keep going. So y'all can have this art. Ain't gonna be around forever. I know I've been wearing the mess out of mine. So I'm gonna have to make a new one for me. So I don't dip into the stash. Yeah, and that's it. That's what's going on. And groups. It's groups on this channel, on the Just Tai Now page. So if you want to make an account, you could post videos, links, anything, a lot of things. And if you want to make a group, just Tai Now at gmail.com. We could get together and create a new group. I can make admins. A lot of awesome things. We can really bring this to life, really bring this website more to life. Got about 4 members now, and it is still growing ever so high. Thank you guys for just tying. I'm gonna get on out of here.